Hello friends, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. Today we're gonna be doing a little reading vlog because I decided to completely throw out my TBR for August. Let's get into it. Okay, so basically what happened was I got my new collector's edition of the deal in and it's just absolutely stunning. I'm obsessed. And we got the news about Wyatt and Blake being the next second gen book that we're getting, and it honestly just made me really miss the off-campus world, and so I decided to start a reread of the entire series. So I'm starting with the deal, and I was like, why not do a little reading vlog about my reread experience? So that's what we're doing, and I think I can knock these out in a week, probably. Let's get into it. These are one of my seriously Roman Empire sports romance series. I loved every single book except for the Legacy. I just act like that doesn't exist. But the rest of them, god tier books for me. I love them so much. They're the perfect hockey romances, and I cannot wait to be back in this world with Garrett and Hannah and Dean and Allie and Logan and Grace. Just everyone. Sabrina Tucker. I'm so excited. Okay guys, I'm out running some errands and I've been listening to my books and I'm only 4 chapters in, but let me tell you, I forgot just how freaking much I love Garrett Graham. I don't care if it's basic, I love him so much. I love Hannah, and just being back in this world already is so much fun. I cannot wait to keep reading. It's just something about this series is so easy to dive into and I absolutely eat it up every single time. The beginning where they meet, the ridiculousness of the whole thing, it's just so much fun. I don't know how you cannot love these books. And so I'm doing a mix of physical ebook and audiobook for the whole series, I think. And so I'm gonna go run some errands and keep on reading. Okay guys, I'm 150-ish pages into the deal now, and let me tell you, I just forgot how dumb some parts of this book are, but they're dumb in a fun way. That's not a raving review, I get it, but they're just silly and stupid and fun and total college student moments that I remember myself having, and Garrett Graham just cracks me up. I can't stop laughing, and I love Hannah so much. In the scene where they make out for the first time, and then Dean walks in and he's like, oh, I'll give you make-out practice, and she kisses Dean. It kills me every single time because Dean is my favorite, and so knowing his journey from this to the score, I cannot wait. I just forgot the found family aspect of this book that I love so much, and I can't wait to keep going. So hopefully I will finish the deal today, and then I can move on to The Mistake, which is actually my least favorite book in the original series, but I don't know if it's just because when I read it and how I will feel now, because I'm definitely liking Logan more in the background of the deal than I remember liking him the first time. So let's keep on going. Okay, friends, I just finished my reread of The Deal. I literally devoured this. I just totally forgot just how much I love these books and these characters, and the found family is so good. And honestly, it's like pure nostalgia for me because it just feels so like college code. I mean, obviously it's college coded, it's about a college hockey team, but it takes me back to that time in my life and just how fun and silly and ridiculous things can be, and I loved being back in that. These characters are so funny. I literally laugh out loud the whole time I'm reading it. And I know like Garrett is like the epitome of like an F-boy at the beginning, and I don't care. His arc is so fun. I think he's hilarious. I laugh out loud. I really love him and Hannah's relationship because it's really like banter filled, and they just poke fun at each other and are really sarcastic, and that's exactly the way I am and my family is. So just super relate to that, and I think it's so fun to see that in a book. Also, these are the new Bloom covers with straight edges, and I'm obsessed. I had the girl covers for a long time, but these are just adorable. Anyway, I absolutely love this. I gave it 4 stars, which is what I gave it the first time I read it. It did not change for me at all. It was super fun. And now I've dove into The Mistake, which the first time I read this, it was not my favorite book in the series. I think I only gave it 3 stars. Like, I liked it, but I just wasn't a big like Logan Grace girly. However, I finished this and I immediately dove into this, and I've already read 100 pages and it's not that long. So like, I should finish this today because I have no chill, and I'm already really enjoying it way more than I did the last time I read it. I think I understand Logan as a character a lot more, and because I already kind of know what's happening, like I can enjoy the characters for who they are and their development instead of like focusing on the overall plot, if that makes sense. So I'm just really enjoying Logan and Grace so much more this time around than I did the first time. And I'm excited to see how I feel when I finish the book and what my rating will change and how things will go from here. So let's get into it. Okay, friends, I'm actually on my lunch break, and today I'm working from home, hence why I am in my dad's office with all of his dad stuff like scuba gear and a deer antler and scuba action figures. Anyway, but I'm working from home today, and from home I mean from my dad's office because he has a full setup that I can't afford. So I'm using his setup. Long backstory that you didn't need. But I'm on my lunch break and I am finishing up The Mistake because obviously I'm gonna binge it in one day. And I just got through the whole section where Logan does all of his groveling and completes the list that Grace gives to him to like make up for things. And I'm just fully obsessed. Like, I love top tier groveling, and I feel like this is what this book does. And the list that Grace makes is just so fun and unique, and I am eating it up. The like Red Chase Lounge scene cracked me up. I think it's hilarious. It's so much fun, and I just think that like a lot of groveling sometimes is very emotional, and I dig that. I want it. However, this is super fun because it's silly and it's fun and it's just a good time, and it had me cracking up. Logan and Grace are really growing on me this reread. I think they're moving into just like a favorite couple. It's still not my top because Dean and Allie are definitely going to be number 1. But let me tell you, they're up there. They're doing the work, and I am digging it. And I'm going to finish this either on my lunch break or right after work today. So I'm going to keep going. Welcome back, friends. I literally just finished The Mistake. Yes, I finished this in less than 24 hours, which, to be fair, it's under 300 pages, and I had a really easy day today, so I literally just binged it, and I couldn't stop. And let me tell you, the first time I read this, I gave it 3 stars. I wasn't a huge Logan fan. I wasn't a huge Grace fan, like I said earlier. Not anymore. I absolutely love them. I don't know if it was just the mood I was in the first time I read it versus the mood I was in now. I don't know, but I ate this up. I loved it so much. I loved Logan and Grace. I was way more invested in Logan's backstory. I loved Grace's like growth from this like shy girl who didn't know how to assert herself to who she is by the end of the book. I absolutely ate it up, and let me tell you, I'm so excited to start the next book because Dean and Allie are my all-time favorites, and I cannot wait to dive in, and I think I'm gonna go start reading it right now. But let me tell you, before I do that, this was a 4-star read. I cannot wait to keep going. I ate it up. I love them so much. If you want a hockey romance, I don't know why you haven't picked up this book yet. It's on Kindle Unlimited too. You need to read it. This is my favorite book, hands down. I love it so much. I honestly, like, Dean and Allie are just everything to me. I think Dean is my favorite male character, hands down. Like, his character arc is so good while still, like, staying true to who he is at his core. And I think he's so funny. I think Allie and Dean have some of the best banter in any book. I also think that their book is like Garrett's and Hannah's book, The Deal, has a lot of emotional aspects. They both have traumatic past and different things they're dealing with and healing from. But I feel like Allie and Dean's book is the book where, like, people are, it's not that Hannah and Garrett's experiences aren't affecting them in real time, because they are, but it's more like things in the past. It's not things that are currently happening, whereas with Allie and Dean, both of them experience something in the book, whereas Allie with her dad or Dean with Beau, where it's like real time grief, pain, all these things that they're having to deal with and then deal with as a couple. And I think that the way it was written is really realistic and really heartbreaking, and I loved it. I cry every time we get to Beau's chapter. Like, I cannot handle it. When this becomes a TV show and it comes out, like, I'm gonna be deceased. Like, I know already that I won't be able to deal with it. I can't even talk about it. Needless to say, I binged this in literally 24 hours. This is the longest book in the series, which still, it's like 400 pages. But I devoured it. Like, I literally started it, I think, Monday night or maybe Sunday night, and I was done by the next day. Like, I love them so much. I think Dean and Allie are like the perfect, like, hockey romance couple. I think they're so fun. I love that Dean's dream became to become a teacher, and I loved that aspect of it. I love his relationship with Dakota, and I love seeing him be a coach to all these kids. I love Allie so much. I think she's so funny. The scene where she's like, well, I need Dean, and they're like, what? And he comes in and he's like, baby. It gets me every time. 5 out of 5 stars. Amazing. And now, I'm diving into The Goal. Similar to The Mistake, when I first read this series, this was probably my least favorite book in the series. Like, I liked The Mistake, I gave it 3 stars, and I think I gave this one 3 stars too, but it was a very soft 3 stars. I don't know if it was just the mood I was in when I read it the first time, or where I was at in life, or what, but I just didn't hate Sabrina and Tucker, but I didn't love them either. Also, this was my first accidental pregnancy book, and I've read a lot since then, and I love the trope, so I'm excited to go back and read this and see how it stands up compared to all of the ones that I've read since then. So I'm about 20 pages into this one right now, and I'm already liking it more than I remember liking it the first time, but I don't know where we're gonna go from that. So I think I'll be able to finish this today. And then I haven't decided, I have The Legacy. I haven't decided if I'm going to read it in this reread. I really did not like it the first time. So as I read The Goal, maybe I'll make up my mind. Who knows? We'll see. And I'm back to reading in my car because I have errands to run, and I think I'm gonna meet my brother for lunch. So I've switched over to the audiobook for The Goal, and I'm hoping to get a good chunk of it done while I'm out driving around. I'm only like 30 pages in so far, and I just forgot, like, this book just starts off with a bang, literally. And so I totally forgot that it just goes straight into Sabrina and Tuck, and so I'm enjoying it so far. I still feel for Sabrina a lot, even though she drives me crazy, but I feel like I personally relate to Sabrina a lot, and that's why she drives me so crazy, and so I'm excited to see where it goes from here. Tuck is just, like, swoon worthy. He just is, like, I love him so much. I feel like I did my rankings on a TikTok last week, and Tuck was, like, my 4th favorite boy. But that's because all of these boys are, like, chef's kiss, so really they should all be tied for 1. Well, no, Dean's 1, and they should all be tied for 2. But I really forgot just how, like, swoon-worthy Tucker was, and I am eating him up 20 pages in. Like, I cannot wait to keep going. Also, like going back in time, because this book kind of takes place at the same time as the score, and so going back in time and seeing Bo is killing me. Like, my heart's not ready to relive it for a second time, just 100%. So hopefully I'll make it through and we'll get more done. Finished running all of my errands, and I got like 5 chapters done on the audiobook. I think I'm really enjoying it more this time than what I have previously. I will say I relate to Sabrina so much, and I honestly hate how much I relate to her, but all of her feelings of like needing to be the best and to push through and to prove yourself, like that's so relatable. And as someone who went to law school and is a lawyer, like reading about someone applying for law school and trying to get in and all these things, been there, done that. Terrible. I would recommend if you want to do it. I loved my time in law school, but the process of applying and getting through everything, not my favorite time in my life. So like that's super relatable too. Tucker, I love how relentlessly he pursues Sabrina, and I'm just digging their vibe together. I'm liking it so much more than the very first time I read it, and I'm about to get to the good stuff, so I'm excited to keep going. Work for the day, and I think I'm gonna go lay out by the pool and read. And so I've got my Kindle and I've got my headphones. I don't really know if I'm gonna read or listen, but I'm excited to just lay out and keep reading the goal and see how far I can get. So I only have like 70-ish pages left in the goal, and 100% love it so much more than I did the first time I read it. Like, I'm feeling this is gonna be like a 4-star right now. And I have to say, I totally forgot, because, you know, this is taken at the same time as the score. So these events are kind of like overlapping. And so I forgot in my head that meant I had to relive Bo all over again. And it was just as terrible as the first time, if not more terrible, because Bo's death in the score affects Dean so much that he's basically just like in his drunken, drugged phase for pages on pages at a time. So you're not experiencing the aftermath, you're not experiencing the funeral, all these things that you get to experience in here. And I forgot how emotional the funeral scene was, and I was driving to work at 6:30 a.m. and bawling my eyes out. Like, I just can't imagine that situation, and the feelings and emotions she was able to write in that scene blew me away. And then later on, the scene with Joanna and Sabrina, where Joanna's like, I quit my job, I want to live my life, blah, blah, blah. And Sabrina's like, wow, look at her. You know, she took this really tragic, awful, traumatic thing that happened and has made something good out of it. Like, I just bawling my eyes all over the place, crying so hard. Had to walk into work looking like someone just died. And you know what? They did in my book. Anyway, so my goal is to finish this today. My goal. See what I did there? My goal is to finish this today. And then I have decided that I'm going to read The Legacy, just because I want to see how I feel about it now. That's been like, I think 3 years since I originally read it. And when I first read it, I gave it 2 stars. Like, I did not like it at all. The only couple I really enjoyed in this one was Grace and Logan, and the rest of them just did not work for me. And so I was really upset and frustrated about that, especially because the first time I read it, Grace and Logan weren't my favorite. So I was like, I'm loving the couple that I didn't like the most. Like, crazy. Anyway, I'm excited to see how I feel about this now and where I go from here. And honestly, now that I've been back in this world, I really think that I'm going to do a reread of the Briar U series too, because why not? Okay, we have now finished the goal. 4 stars. I loved it so much more than when I read it the first time 3 years ago. I love Sabrina and Tucker. I thought their dynamic was super full of chemistry, but also pretty natural once they got past things. I relate to Sabrina as a character so much, and a lot of things about her are the things that I hate about myself. And so like reading her story is like super frustrating, but also super cathartic, and I really enjoyed it so much more this time. Definitely going on my list of top accidental pregnancies, period. I plan to immediately dive into the legacy. And I know this one is like 40 pages, but I think since I have nothing going on the rest of the evening in the weekend before I leave on my trip to Florida, I think I can finish this in a day or two. So that is my goal. Okay, friends, I have officially finished the legacy, and I liked it more than I did the first time I read it. That's a solid 3-star. However, I still did not love it. I still think the couples did not act like themselves in the first 4 books, and I still think that it just didn't do what I needed it to do. Like, an epilogue book is supposed to like show real problems, of course, but also like be happy and fun and like show their happy ever after, and I don't really feel like this book did that except for Grace and Logan. And so Dean and Hannah made me so mad, or not Dean and Hannah, Garrett and Hannah made me so mad. I hated when he compared her to his father. Full stop. Garrett Graham would never do that. I refuse to believe it. And then Dean and Allie's really frustrated me too. And so those are my top 2 couples. So this novella, it's not even a novella, but this little epilogue novel just really pisses me off, to be honest. And so I really don't think you necessarily have to read it. I don't think it's necessary. And so, but you may love it. Like, good for you. Try it out. It's not for me. However, the first 4 books, amazing, flawless. I had so much fun rereading these. I love the Off-Campus series. I could live in this world forever and never be sad about it. And I do think I'm gonna do a reread of Briar U, but I might wait till next month. We'll see. But thanks for coming along on this reading journey with me. Let me know if you've read these books, what you think, which one's your favorite, and I will see you guys soon.